Hello, everyone. You have a good couple days? Pretty awesome. And ending up here is our signature event for the Academy. We hope you're enjoying it. And I'm just going to be very simple. I'm going to introduce you to someone who's just fantastic. And that's Mory Gharib, who's the Vice Provost for Research at Caltech. Mory.
So, good afternoon, and I'm really pleased to welcome all of you to Caltech on behalf of our President, Tom Rosenbaum, and our Provost, Edward Stolper, and myself, and I hope that you enjoy your visit here. And on behalf of Tom, he really wanted to be here because his own thesis advisor, Professor Gordon Thomas, actually is going to be inducted in a few minutes as one of our newest fellows, and he wanted to personally be here and congratulate him. I don't know where he's sitting, I think somewhere over there. Okay. And I also would like to mention that we are really proud of supporting National Academy Inventors for the noble cause of bringing all of you here, the most inventive minds of this country, and also honor you. And in that respect, we are very proud of being part of this, the supportive team. But my main job here is to introduce our speaker today. And it's my privilege to welcome Andrew Faile again this year to the Fellows Induction Ceremony. Andrew is the United States Deputy Commissioner for Patent Operations at the United States Patent and Trademark Office. As the Deputy Commissioner for Patent Operations, Andrew Faile is responsible for all patent examining functions in the 9 patent technology centers, the Office of Patent Training, and the Central Re-Examination Unit. Faile was the Assistant Deputy Commissioner for Patent Operations for the electrical discipline and has over 20 years of experience in patent examining and operations management. He first joined the USPTO in 1989 as patent examiner in the areas of cellular telephony, radio frequency communications, and cable television. Recently, Andrew served on a Joint Management Union Task Force in charge of modernizing the examiner production system. For that work, he was awarded the Department of Commerce Silver Medal for his work on the task force. We're honored to have him here with us, and Andy, now I'm giving you the podium. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mory. Good afternoon. So it's a real privilege and honor to be here to take part in the induction ceremony and to have a few brief remarks with you guys today. I've really enjoyed my time here since I got here yesterday and today. I've spoken with many of you. It is an amazing, amazing group. The amount of talent just right here in this room is clearly mind-boggling, and I'm very proud to be here on behalf of the office to give a few remarks and ultimately to help Dr. Sanberg induct everyone into the National Academy of Inventors. I do bring some good news from the Patent Office perspective. I'll talk a little bit about some developments at the office, give you kind of a sense of what we're doing and how our mission intersects with innovation in the community that we have here. And some of our good news is our former Deputy Director, Michelle Lee, was just recently confirmed by the Senate unanimously earlier this month, and a week ago sworn in as our Undersecretary for Commerce and Director of the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office. So we're very excited to have Michelle up and aboard in her new role leading the office. It's worthy to note she's the first woman director of the agency in its more than 200-year history, so very much a first in many respects. She's a fantastic individual, sterling electrical engineer, top-shelf intellectual property lawyer, and we're fortunate to have her leading our agency, particularly in these times. As I'm sure you know, the United States Patent and Trademark Office is a strong supporter of the mission of the NAI. We welcome your strong support of intellectual property rights, and we share a common mission to promote innovation. Innovation results in new, life-changing technologies, fuels entrepreneurship and economic growth. It creates jobs and grows exports. And we know that so much of today's innovation emerges from university and nonprofit research. You serve as a critical liaison with universities on academic innovation. The NAI provides invaluable support for our regional independent inventor conferences that we have at the office. These events are held across the country, and they help independent inventors, entrepreneurs, small business owners who are trying to market their fantastic ideas and inventions. I'm also a big fan of the journey of technology and innovation. We're grateful for you for your help in educating your readers about our latest guidance on examination policy and practice. And as you know, keeping that guidance clear and up to date is critical for our patent examiners and patent applicants, especially after so many recent significant court decisions on issues of patent eligibility. In short, we look to organizations like yours to continue our ongoing dialogue about our services and get your feedback. And all of it plays a key role in shaping how we go about our business of patent examination at the office. Today, I'd like to give you a heads up and an update on many things happening at the office, where we are, where we've been, and most importantly, where we're going. Thanks to a significant increase in patent applications over the past few years, we've added several thousand new patent examiners to our workforce. Our patent examiners now number 8,600 strong in a diversified setting within Alexandria and all across the nation. The office has about 13,000 total employees, large proportion of which are patent examiners. As you know, we've made significant changes in our examination practice to enhance the quality of patents we issue and to reduce the pendency of those applications. We continue to reduce our backlog of unexamined patent applications, even as the number of new applications we take in each year historically rises by about 5%. Our backlog now is a little bit less than 600,000 unexamined new applications, down from a high of somewhere in the neighborhood of 750,000 not too many years ago. And while the pendency of applications is about 27 months, looking at the pendency for new applications, you'll see we've reduced the time to a first action to about 18 months on average. Inventors like you have also been taking advantage of our prioritized exam track 1 examination fast track system. The average pendency on first actions in this program is about 2.4 months from the grant of the petition, with the final disposition of the application in about 6 months, a marked decrease in using our fast track program. Achieving this kind of efficiency does not mean we're sacrificing the quality of our processes or the patents we issue. That level of quality directly reflects the training and ability of our patent examiners. They work incredibly hard and do an excellent job. Their efforts mean innovators like you can get your inventions to market more quickly than ever before, and that means new products that drive our economy, create good-paying jobs, and improve all of our lives. We've served our examiners in this way more than ever in the last year by significantly expanding our patent examiner technical training program. This program makes scientists, engineers, and academics available to our examiners to keep them up to speed on the latest technologies and advancements. We've made it easier than ever for technical experts to participate. As a result, last year we more than doubled the number of technical training events for our patent examiners and tripled the amount of time examiners spend in technical training. Late last year, we hosted 25 presenters as part of our first ever Tech Week, with experts providing insight on everything from stem cells to robotics, from petroleum to designs for golf balls. If you or your companies have not volunteered, please consider doing so. You can find out how on our website. I'm sure we have many folks here today who would make great presenters for our patent examiners. We're also trying to make it easy for inventors to get their applications in front of our examiners by establishing robust pro bono programs in every state in the country. We want to make sure small businesses and independent inventors with limited resources have the same access to our patent system as their more financially established competitors. We're well on our way to seeing programs in all 50 states by the end of this year, and we appreciate all the help we're getting with this initiative from various nonprofit organizations and local bar associations. We've already begun seeing tangible results. Our first pro bono program we established in 2011 as a pilot in Minnesota. Since then, 14 Minnesota inventors who took advantage of this service have secured patents, with nearly 40 more having applications pending. Pro bono programs lead to higher quality applications, and our training programs lead to higher quality patent examination. You may remember an old ad campaign that said, "Quality is job one." That is definitely the case with us at the USPTO, and it's reflected in our new Enhanced Patent Quality Initiative. For too long, due to uncertain budgetary conditions and limited financial resources, we have had to make do with less. That is no longer the case. Thanks to the America Invents Act, the USPTO is now in a historically healthy financial position. Further, we've made significant strides in reducing and will continue to reduce our patent pendencies and backlogs. So for the first time in a long time, the USPTO just doesn't have to make do. We can focus more than ever on building a world-class patent system for American entrepreneurs and innovators. We all know that intellectual property plays a critical role in providing incentive to innovators. That's why our new director, Michelle Lee, and Commissioner for Patents, Peggy Focarino, launched the Enhanced Patent Quality Initiative. If you didn't see our Federal Register notice that published on February 5th, I encourage you to read it. You can find a link to it on our website. The new initiative is built around 3 core elements. Number 1, excellence in work products and services. 2, excellence in customer service. And 3, excellence in quality measurement. The bottom line, we're taking a hard look at quality from every angle and brainstorming new paths for improvement. We're also taking engagement to an entirely new level. We are, of course, asking for written comments to our Federal Register notice, and they're due this May 6th. And just next week, on Wednesday and Thursday, March 25th and 26th, the USPTO will host a 2-day Patent Quality Summit in Alexandria, Virginia. I hope you'll be able to join us either in person or via WebEx virtually. The address and the information is on our website. We're encouraging participation in this summit from patent prosecutors and litigators, patent owners and inventors, licensees, business leaders, and of course our own patent examiners. Really, we want to hear from anyone who has a stake in our patent system, and when you think about it, that means all of us. This, of course, is not to be interpreted as a one-and-done event. We recognize that, as with any company that produces a top-quality product, our focus on quality must be pervasive throughout the organization and be sustainable over the long term. To oversee our focus on patent quality, Director Lee and Commissioner Focarino have created a new senior executive position at the agency, a Deputy Commissioner for Patent Quality. That person's sole job is to focus on the USPTO quality efforts now and into the future. We chose Ms. Valencia Martin-Wallace for the position. She is an electrical engineer with more than 20 years' experience in the office as an examiner, technology center director, and assistant deputy commissioner for patent operations. She's doing an outstanding job helping us look for quality improvements, and I'm very delighted to be working with her at the deputy commissioner level. Valencia also stands, as do all of us who work with her, the challenging and important work our patent examiners do every day. As I mentioned before, we have nearly 13,000 employees, and the majority of them, about 8,600, are patent examiners. Today, our examiners face challenges that our first examiner, Thomas Jefferson, could never have anticipated. We live and work in a time of phenomenal technological growth and advancement. At the beginning of the 20th century, the number of issued patents had not quite broken the 1 million mark. By 1935, 2 million patents had been issued, And now, early next month, we will issue our 9 millionth patent and will mark the 225th anniversary of the Patent Act on April 10th. Today, our volume of applications has increased exponentially, and as our technology has grown more complex and interconnected, our patent applications require careful examination from our highly skilled examiners. This means they efficiently search through the quickly growing amount of patent literature to determine the patentability of a new invention. As an agency, we have not stood still. We have constantly tried to adjust and change to meet current demands. To do that, we've included our stakeholders in discussions regarding changes that will impact them. And as a government agency that serves the public, this means our stakeholders have a direct impact on the way we carry out our mission at the office. Our efforts to improve and be transparent about all our operations is, of course, driven by our current and past senior leadership, but it's a collaborative process. None of it would happen without the input and cooperation of both industry and organizations like the NAI. We depend on and appreciate your input and feedback. Let me note that we are particularly interested in hearing from universities and research institutions which we know produce cutting-edge research that turns into popular and useful products. Universities also contribute to innovation by training each generation of scientists and engineers to be creative thinkers and, yes, even dreamers. So intellectual property, the concept that human inventions deserve exclusive rights and protection, even if only for a limited amount of time, is another great chapter in the history of our country. Here in the U.S., patented inventions have been and continue to be critical to our growth and prosperity as an industrialized nation. After all, patent law is directly related to our inalienable rights to liberty and the pursuit of happiness. Article 1, Section 8 of our Constitution states, Congress shall have the power to promote to promote the progress of science and useful arts by securing for limited times to authors and inventors the exclusive right to their respective writings and discoveries. So right there in our most important guiding document that defines our national DNA and infrastructure, intellectual property is rightfully recognized and designated as being an essential component of who we are, part of our national identity. But we need to remember there's a trade-off included in this patent bargain, that in exchange for the exclusive rights granted to the inventor, a patent publicly discloses an invention's inner workings. This system not only allows the inventor to profit, it adds information to our knowledge base and provides other inventors the incentive to improve upon patented inventions. In this way, patents spur inventors to understand the science behind the patents, and that means the future will bring better expressions and uses of technology. So you see, there's a great paradox that involves intellectual property. On the one hand, it recognizes individual achievement and promotes competition, and on the other hand, it is a system whose ultimate purpose is to promote cooperation and serve the greater good. And it's not just valuable here in the U.S. At a time when technological research and development are the focal points of policy agendas across the world, intellectual property is more important than ever. And the global economy is allowing businesses and inventors to develop, market, and distribute their products on a scale unimaginable to previous generations. The demands of modern technology in today's fast pace of global commerce require greater collaboration between intellectual property offices around the world. Historically, patent offices in different countries have differed on policy and procedural issues. It's easy to see why. Patent systems are as diverse as the countries they serve, and they naturally reflect native interest and cultural values within each country's own legal infrastructure. We've been making a lot of progress in this area. It's important that we continue to do so. Why? Because as an inventor, you should be able to file your patent application anywhere in the world and have the confidence that it will be part of a standardized system that is fair and responsive. We have a great team at the USPTO that travels all over the world to achieve this goal of standardization. We work in partnership with the world's 5 largest intellectual property offices to harmonize our patent examination procedures. This allows our offices to share work and efficiently make patentability decisions on technology that enters multiple markets. But we're not just focused abroad. We're engaging across the country here in the U.S., including here in California through our regional offices. In 2013, we opened our first regional office in Detroit. Last year, we celebrated the grand opening of our Denver office, and later this year, we're looking to move to permanent offices in both Dallas and the Silicon Valley. This will give us 4 permanent locations staffed with patent examiners and administrative patent judges. These satellite offices give us an important regional presence around the country and stimulate local economies, both directly and indirectly. So I think that's enough about us. Let's talk a little bit about the NAI, about you guys. The NAI has grown to include nearly 170 member institutions with more than 3,000 inventor members. Your annual ranking of universities that are granted patents underscores the important role patents play in university research and economic development. We look forward to welcoming you to our Alexandria campus in April of next year for your 5th annual meeting. So now let's talk about the fellows. Among the 170 new fellows in the 2014 class elected by a 16-person selection committee are 4 Nobel laureates, 21 presidents and senior leaders of research universities and nonprofit research institutes, 74 members of other national academies, 4 inductees of the National Inventors Hall of Fame, 4 recipients of the National Medal of Technology and Innovation, 3 recipients of the National Medal of Science, 3 Lemelson MIT Prize recipients, and 22 IEEE Fellows. 2014 was a record year for women elected to the fellowship, with 24 being inducted today. So in total, there are now 414 fellows of the NAI representing 150 prestigious universities, governmental and nonprofit research institutes, and collectively, they hold more than 14,000 U.S. patents. Amazing stat. And this year, new fellows will get a special medal along with their trophy. The medal represents the prestige associated with being a fellow, and it shows an arrow around a globe that symbolizes that innovation moves the world. Our congratulations to all the inductees. It's been a pleasure to be here today over the last 2 days and to give some opening remarks and to induct all of you guys into the Academy. Together, we have a great future ahead of us as we work on our mutual goal to protect and promote American innovation by keeping our patent system strong. And we look forward to continuing our relationship with the NAI to do this. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Deputy Commissioner Faile. We really appreciate that. And this is the 2nd year you've done it, so we really, really appreciate it. We have something for you.
Oh.
And Mory, who's on our board of directors, is joining me to give you a plaque to make you an honorary member of the National Academy of Inventors.
Oh.
Okay,